It's time. It's that time of the week. It's time for pro wrestling smoke. What's going on, people? You know who I am, the guy that brings you that real smoke with that wrestler punditry. None other than me, the Southern Champ Kavanaugh. What's going on, people? You can find all my links with one link on mylink.com/porn star, people. Let me tell you about the sponsors. Oh, yeah. First up, PassDat Apparel. Please check them out on TeePublic. Link is in the description. Also, the king of THCA. I'm talking about SmokeKind.com. Check them out. It gets mailed to your door. They got vape. They got single roll. They got all that good stuff. Also, Sara J, y'all know her. She's the queen of porn. Well, guess what? She got her own line of self-care, pain, and stress relief products. And I got a promo code that allows you to get 10% off. So use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off your next order from SarahJCBDs.com. Link in the description, as well as the promo code. Use it, especially during this holiday season. It's a great gift to your significant other. And they even have lube for those, as the kids go to bed, got to give your daddy some cookies. And don't forget the flagship STO, the Smokers Lounge, people. Y'all know what it is. Also, the Smoke This Over Podcast Network. You see the wonderful QR code takes you to the Premium Smoke Room, people, where right now, well, not right now, but next week, you know what's going down. I'm talking about the Smoke Fest, people. So y'all been seeing the advertisements and all that good stuff. So please go subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room or follow. Preferably subscribe, because if it's to get the first month for $6.25 a month. You feel me? Hit that PR code to go that way. You feel me? So. Oh, and don't forget also, please continue to vote for STO, the Smokers Lounge, for the third time that I'm nominated. Me and my crew is nominated for the AVN Award for Favorite Adult Podcast. The link is hit the description. Please hit the link and, vote. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to win this year. So anyway, what's going on, people? How y'all doing this week? This is the week before Christmas. I told you I'm trying to nail down when I can record these wonderful pro wrestling smoke. But thank you for the people that have been rocking with me since day one of me starting this part of the the network. And yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. I like the fact that Ashe pays attention, and a lot of people pay attention to what I talk about and what have you. And I want to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have interview. I would love to interview some of y'all. I would love to interview Alex, Alexis, like Littlefoot. Okay, this is Littlefoot, my Big Mama Flex. I would love to interview Charity King. I would love to interview LeBron Cozone. I mean, if you're watching, and Darius Carter, I would love to interview you. If you down to come on the show, hit me up. Send me a DM. Hey, there you go. So, what's going on, people? This has been an interesting ass week because this is the end of the fourth quarter. We have the wrestling has been booming. And I saw that Sports Illustrated released, I think, in Wrestling End of the Year Awards or something like that. Let me take a look. I don't look shit. Sports Illustrated named Adam Page as well as Mercedes Moné as the 2025 Male and Female Wrestler of the Year. Also, I saw that they just say AEW kind of, swept the awards a little bit. And I'm not let me explain something to you. I am not a WWE hater. For anyone that want to sit here and might say that or think that, no, I love both brands. Trust me, I grew up. I watched WWE when it was on the MSG network, okay? When they had in Madison Square Garden, they had the goddamn thing that came down and the 3 microphones, Bob Backlund. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, I saw Bob Backlund go against Ric Flair. Jimmy Snuka jumped off the cage. I'm just saying. But Cal Fletcher, I saw they say I think Rookie of the Year. Well, I don't know. He won some shit. AEW is actually, their booking has actually been pretty good these past couple of months. I'm not sitting here saying that WWE has been pretty decent, but AEW, I'm sorry, to me, I just feel that the booking has actually been better. And let's just be honest, this Continental Classic, them matches have been on fire. Because now it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. You feel what I'm saying? But with Mercedes Moné, yeah, I said this before. Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm, you can't, I love Rhea Ripley, but no, she ain't made noise like Mercedes Moné. Io Sky has not made Jay Carter, no. See, the thing, y'all talk shit, but the thing that y'all complain about WWE don't do, and that is make one of them girls the shit. She's it. Everyone chasing her ass. She's the most notable. Mercedes Moné. You know what I'm saying? They talk shit about her holding all these belts. It's a reason why these promotions letting her get the belt. They have a choice to sit here and book and say, no, she ain't winning. She is not in her contract to win the title. She just, I think, lost the Rev Pro women's title to Alex Windsor. Which makes sense because at some point she got to drop them belts. So, I'm just saying, and Hangman, come on. Come on. Cody has had a good year, but not compared to last year. Hangman arc was actually the best arc between the two companies. So I can see why Hangman won that. So there you go. To me, I'm not. I know people gonna say, well, he must have paid Sports Illustrated. I know what them's gonna say. Them's. Yeah, them's is over there. It's the problem with somebody don't say yay WWE, y'all go nuts. And if someone don't say yay AEW, y'all go nuts. Both wrestling promotions have their faults. Trust and believe that. But the one thing I do give credit to both is that they do make an interesting product. It's just AEW just a little bit more interesting. So with that being said, and I can't go nowhere without saying Ashe. First of all, shouts out to Bishop Khan making it to the last 3 of that diamond ring thing, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I haven't seen too much or what have you what's coming up in the next year. I'm here to tell people, please go back and look at their product. I just don't scream Ashe because they're all black. It's not about supporting the all-black wrestling promotion. I keep saying that. I don't know. If you're garbage, I don't give a fuck if you're my dad. My dad owned it. I'm gonna tell dad it's garbage. I'm gonna be real honest. It's great product. I'm looking forward to seeing what's next up. I've been seeing some stuff with Darius Carter. He's getting even more hotter on the indies. I wonder how much longer he's gonna be on the indies, man. I'm just curious. I'm just saying because he doing good work, man, or what have you, and everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing what 2026 is going to be when it comes to straight wrestling. So now let's talk about first. I watched Evolve the other day. I watched Evolve last night. First of all, I love me some Wendy Chu. First of all, she's gorgeous, sexy as shit, and she's actually a good freaking wrestler. I'm very surprised she's even on Evolve. I would think that she would still be on NXT. Her and Chantel Moore supposed to have a match. They decided to push that back to the premiere of the new season, which is going to be January 7th on Tubi. And I like the way they hyped it or what have you. And also seeing how they're getting Wendy Chu out of that sleepy girl persona. She has personality. But the main event, which was the gauntlet match with WWE ID versus the Performance Center. Now I'm gonna give one which Evolve as far as storylines, matches, and so forth. It's been pretty good. But I dare say this was the worst main event I ever saw on Evolve. It made no fucking rhyme, no reason, no sense. One, the point of a 5-man is that we both see who the fuck the 5th man is for all teams. We didn't get that far. We got to the guy that was at LFG. Well, he didn't win LFG, but he was with LFG. He was impressive. Don't get it twisted. I can't think of his name offhand. Because I don't know everybody at Evolve so much. But he gets the victory on what is it? Marcus Matthews. Now, mind you, he was the 4th guy. Also, at some point, Sean Legacy, who supposed to be hurt, he wanted to run his ass out there. They saying no. What was the point of that? Then, hold on. It gets. There's more. Then you have the tag team of Preston and his homeboy. They come out with a chair with Tate. He comes to take the chair away, which not understanding what that's for. And then they said the 4th guy who ends up pinning Matthews. So we don't get to see who the 5th guy was. And he gets the title shot. And that was y'all finale. The women's segment, it was the best segment on the show. With Kelly Armstrong and PJ with, you know what I'm saying, Kendra Gray. It's starting to get stale. It's starting to get a little stale. You know, I mean, it's bad when I'm looking for goddamn it's Gall to come out. I'm like, can we have Gall, please? I'm just saying. And so I told you I watch everything, people. I'm the only person that really even talk about majority of this shit. Everybody else talk about the main shit. So anyway, now, don't you love when shit that ain't supposed to happen happens? Don't you love when unexpected, expected happens? Don't you love when someone that ain't supposed to got over they ain't the usual WWE champion that is under the age of 35 wins the title when they ain't posted won that title. Shouts out to Thea Hail. We love you, girl. On NXT, she defeated Blake Monroe, which brings us to NXT this week. Now, I don't get to watch NXT till a day later. So I heard about the botch. So now when I went and watched the botch, they said that Shorty knocked the wind out of her, but she wasn't able to raise her arm fast enough. Let me tell you what I like about this. And I'm pretty sure Jericho Nichols said the same thing. He went ahead and counted to 3. He did what a referee supposed to do. Because if he did anything else, it would have looked so fake, y'all would have talked about the shit. You're still talking about it, but it's more of a, we kind of get it. She didn't move her arm when you were going 3. She supposed to move her arm and his hand going down. And y'all said, well, she got her shoulder up. No, she just lifted her arm. She didn't move. Go back and look. I don't feel like pulling this. It wasn't no. No, it was. Excuse me. And yeah, everybody was confused. They were ready to play that Blake and all that shit, right? That didn't even happen. No, they had to play Thea Hail. Thea Hail is now your new Women's North American champion. And they don't know what to do because they had taped everything from what I understand. Wow. And mind you, it's funny how someone said, well, not at some point she would have became North American champion, but she's not supposed to be. No, she wouldn't have. Thea Hail would have never. If Thea Hail ever touch a title, it might be if she makes it to the main roster or the speed title. And to me, I like the fact she won. Actually, in my opinion, I understand Blake Monroe, yeah. Your girl Jason Jane about to lose to Kendall Gray. Because I don't see any other reason why you have the Evolve Women's Champion go against the Women's Champion of NXT when you had other women in NXT that could have faced her. You still got the Jordan Grace finally climbing the mountaintop. What, we going to get that next year? And then a week later, she's on the main roster? Her sex ass in them glasses. Let's keep it 100. So no, it's so I guess they recorded some shit to now set up probably a very quick rematch that will go down in New Year's Evil. Because the question is, who the hell? I was wondering what was the plans for Blake Monroe. And would they, and now mind you, the pop that she got when they figured out she won was huge. But damn shame they ain't gonna let her keep that belt though. They gonna do her like Tatum Baxley. They just wanted Jane to have what? 2 title reigns? Yeah, she's 2-time champ. You see, I hate title changes. It like this. This one made sense because the way it was botched or what have you. Because you can tell that, yeah, she got the wind knocked out of her ass. Because by the time she rolled around, she wasn't really ready to brace herself for the shot. or what have you, from where I looked at it. So in my opinion, I think that I feel that she should stay champ. So now Javon Evans and Ricky Saints, we about to get that. I'm pretty sure the match at New Year's Evil. Of course, Overfemi will be going against Leon Slater. He won a fatal 4-way later on that night. And Moose is going after the North American title. Now, it would be funny as fuck if Leon Slater wins the title. Because I'm gonna ask y'all a question, right? The last couple of title matches, right? When TNA had the title on the line, an NXT champion won, an NXT person won it. You know what I'm saying? You had two women that held the Knockouts title. You had Trick, who had a actually nice run as TNA champion. Now the international title is around Stacks, which I was like, well, damn, wow. But we have not had a TNA wrestler hold an NXT title. Now, if you want to secure a Leon Slater, and you really feel that he is that deal, and you won't put it on Javon, well, how far-fetched is it for Leon Slater to walk out as champ? I'm just saying. Will Leon, in my opinion, that's a possibility. Because why would you put Leon Slater in that match? So is it, because boy, Leon Slater win the NXT title, bruh. Bruh. No, it'd be funny if both him and Moose win both the matches. Because the question is, how much longer are you going to keep even Page with the North American title? I'm just saying. I don't know. But, let's see what else going on up in there. Also, I think the United States title, interesting. So Ruka gets a United States title match after beating Bayley. Did y'all not notice that? So could it be a possibility that So Ruka become the United States champion because they put her over on Bayley? They put her over on Bayley. So there you go. Now, that's pretty much the big shit or whatever stick or what's going on with the NXT. Now, of course, I had to mention that So Ruka won against Bayley. Let's talk Saturday night's main event. John Cena's last match ever. And I've been hearing everything what people were saying about the ending with him and Gunther. And how him and Gunther, they wouldn't have done it that way or what have you. That they're like, why didn't he just pass out? Why did he tap out? He was smiling, which he was smiling. The match was pretty good. I'm not even going to front. It was what it supposed to be. I wasn't expecting John Cena to win because John Cena of the thought and of the old school, my job is to put over who's going to be here, not who's about to leave. Because now it's rumored that Gunther's about to be a lot of people's retirement match. And I'm like, wait a second. Can I get an order of Gunther for my last match, please? Can I get Gunther? Who you want? I want Gunther. I want Gunther. And trust me, he played it up on Raw out there, but they hate that motherfucker. And they hate Triple H even more. But now that it's over, people was comparing the retirement run of Sting to John Cena. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, it was a better run. It wasn't because Sting won the last match. It was the way that it was done, the storyline behind it, everything that set it up for his last run. John Cena, it was too sporadic. First, he's a heel. Now he's a face. He gets squashed by Brock Lesnar. Funny how after he squashes John Cena, oh yeah, I'm thinking about retirement too. Shit. I'm thinking about retirement too. I want to go back to my goddamn farm in Nebraska or in Canada, wherever the fuck it is. So he came in and squashed that motherfucker, and a year from now, he'd be retiring also. I hope Braun got that. Whoever, I hope Gunther squashes him. Oh, actually, are we going to get Braun breaking him? I mean, it's a retirement tour. Why not do Brock that way? So, but no, it was too sporadic, and it's kind of like, they did a lot of things for the sake of it. Now, for example, I would have rather he had kept the Intercontinental title and lost his to Gunther. You get where I'm coming from? No, he turned around and lost it right back to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, Ray. You know what I'm saying? That match was fucking garbage. I mean, excuse me, not Ray, I'm about to say Dominic. So I can understand why people say, yeah, this retirement, even though we're going to miss him, I love him, because I was a huge John Cena fan. Trust and believe. It was not that great. It was a C. Because I couldn't see what they were trying to do here. So, also, the Open Family versus Cody was okay. I'm predicting this. Not this coming WrestleMania. I dare say maybe even SummerSlam. Open Family versus Braun Breaker. Oba looked fucking good against Cody. Like I said before, it should have been a surprise because he was already working with the main roster. He did main roster live matches. So him and Cody is telling us he's coming. It wouldn't surprise me if he be the motherfucker that actually wins the Royal Rumble, which that would be wild as shit. But I'm just saying. Obi, like I said, he looked like $1 million. I had to give his fucking ass props. He did his thing. Of course, it made I know a lot of people like they probably wanted a clean finish, but you don't want both of your chains. You don't want either one of these guys to take a loss right here. So it made sense for Drew McIntyre to come in. Meaning they sacrificed the result of the match to further a story because Oba Femi is a story that is going to take place on SmackDown because Oba is going back to NXT. He got his own shit. I also love the fact that Cody went to Drew McIntyre's home. Do we smell a hell in the cell? Or 3 stages of hate? So y'all remember that match. Y'all don't remember that match. Stone Cold and Triple H. It was the best 2 out of 3 falls, and each match was something. What was it? I'm recording. All right. Sorry, I had to handle that. It was the best 2 out of 3 falls match. The first match was a wrestling match. The second match was a street fight. The third match was a cage match. And Triple H won because after they hit each other, he just happened to fall down bloodied as well as Stone Cold bloodied. He fell on top of him to get the pin to retain the title. That's what this match was. I would love for them to bring that back for Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, because I think a Hell in a Cell is not. It's not going to end it. Because it was to the point where I would love for him to say, "Nah, I hate him, so I want to take him to 3 stages of how much I hate him." I hate you because you think you're a better wrestler. I'm a better wrestler. I'm going to beat you as a wrestler. You think you're a fighter. I'm going to take you on a street fight. And if you happen to survive that, you ain't win one of them too. We go into a cage. I'm going to bludgeon you. Bring back the 3 stages of hate. That was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. And it's a match that WWE just don't do. They don't do anymore. I don't understand why that didn't become a thing. What you? Okay. And I had to read something interesting. So, but anyway, yeah. All right, back to what we're talking about. I had to check on some stuff with some money. I'm sorry about that, people. So, to me, I would love to see that match come back. So now, also, you had the tag match, of course, with the young OGs, Slater, Evans against, the tag champs. That was a good match. Nothing really to talk about. The champs won. But the Usos is back. They had a match. They defeated the New Day. I'm not surprised they got the Usos back together, because together they're stronger than apart. And the tag team division needs them, man. What kind of tag team division do we really have on Raw? No new blood. No, it's like, can y'all even think of a tag team division match that's been on Raw recently? Except for the Usos? New Day for the longest was dealing with Penta. So that's why I'm saying, to me, that's why I'm saying, where I look at it is just, in my opinion, they needed him to get back into the tag team. And guess what? We already expecting to Raw in January, the tag titles be on the line, as AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, a.k.a. Dragon Styles, will take on the Usos. We in your city! I love them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious about that as well. Now, Of course, the Io Sky, the Rhea Ripley, we got that beef, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with that, with the women's tag titles. Big Mommy Cool had her match against Stephanie Procure. Stephanie Procure won by disqualification. Because Nikki Bella, well, actually, was no contest problem. Nikki Bella interfered in the match. Big Mommy Cool ain't too happy about that. So I'm expecting three-way coming in at some point. Because now we got Coach. Because interesting that they brought Nikki Bella back in. I noticed they're doing a lot of the multiple people beef angles. See, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I'm about to say some shit. Triple H is somewhat copying what Tony Khan is doing. Yeah, I fucking said it. Put the pin in it, come back to it. If multiple beefs mixed in the pot, because you still got Charlotte and your girl, they still got the tag team situation. You got, you know what I'm saying? It's like, understand something. I keep telling everybody, great minds take from each other sometimes. So you don't think they look at each other's booking and take from each other's booking something and say, this is the shit I kind of like, let me use that. I see it. So, I haven't heard too much about what's going on with Jay Cargill with the Women's Championship because SmackDown ain't came yet. So I'm recording this before SmackDown. Because I think the SmackDown was more so to set up everything for Saturday Night Main Event. Speaking about that, I am very ready for the Wyatt Sick and the MFTs to finally go ahead and, yeah, let's go. They've been teasing it for a minute. I mean, with the physicality we're having, so we're going to see what happens with that. Even with, on the other end, what else happened this week? Of course, division. Now, Austin Theory finally revealed himself. God, it was so anticlimactic. It was anticlimactic. One, not because it was already spoiled, but I said before it would have worked if he did it the Raw after or that night in the cage. And some things I was listening to Bully Ray, he was saying, he brought up a good point. They never acknowledged him as if he was a part of the crew. Which tells me either Logan Paul brought him in, or I kind of like the storyline of I'm trying to prove myself to you guys. Because you the young guys, y'all the new breed. You see how they treated me. Makes sense. And remember, he used to be down with Seth when he did the Messiah gimmick. So but once again, it still was anticlimactic. And trust me, CM Punk, his promo was straight. I ain't even go for it. He really dug deep. But I just love the way that Braun Breaker said that the next time you talk about my daddy or my family, I'm gonna completely decapitate you. It's like this, man. How can we not expect him to win the title, dog? If Braun Breaker did not come out of his chair, I'll be real with you. Once Punk lose the title, go ahead and take him out of the main event picture. I'm just being real. Because if who I think is coming down the pipe, because really the money match for him is him himself. But of course, Seth got to come back and try to get his shit with Braun Breaker in there, which in turn is going to make him and CM Punk become enemy of my enemy is my friend. We might hate each other, and we'll take care of that, but we hate y'all more. That's why I think that's the long-term plan at the end of the day, that they're going to be chasing after Braun Breaker in some way, shape, plan. The question is, they're going to pull the trigger on Braun Breaker being champ in the first thing of Raw, which, in my opinion, think about when Brock Lesnar, it was the first, Raw on Netflix, or Braun Breaker. No, it was the first SmackDown on Fox. Brock Lesnar killed Mania. Do I think it's going to be a squash match? Hell no. It's going to be probably a barn burner. Because it's Punk. But I don't see how you don't give it to Braun Breaker. So, yeah. So, I just think, in my opinion, I'm curious to see, because they keep talking about, so they're going to be more people. I don't think they need to add no more. Because, okay, if you want to be technical about it, if you want to go tag team, okay, you got Braun Breaker. The question is how long Logan Paul going to be around. Now, apparently Logan Paul, he's been around a little bit more lately than normal. So it makes me wonder now, is he getting to get more dates? Is he trying to set himself up to eventually become a world champion? Because that means, the best ability is availability. As, Acho says from Speakeasy. Best ability is availability. You've been seeing him a lot. He's now part of a clique. He's doing some major work, what have you. And yeah. So, well, I think that's enough of what I feel like even talking about. Well, I know Rey Mysterio. That's self-explanatory. At some point, him and your man gonna have a match, but I don't know if they're gonna have it. We'll see. Give me one sec. Hello? Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, now let's get to AEW. Now, of course, I watched the yesterday with the past Wednesday. Actually, just watched it just a couple minutes ago, what have you, the full thing. Because full disclosure, my money didn't come, and I had to wait. So, anyway, so from there, so with that being said, all right. To see the Continental Classic is heating up. I'm not even gonna front. The show was man. They be having some barn burner matches in AEW. I'm not even gonna front. They really do. Kyle Fletcher, him and Pac, that shit was a classic. Big classic. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting how Roderick Strong has not won one match. But he got the wrestle against Claudio next. Am I correct? I think Claudio is tied with Takeshita. So I predict that Roderick going to get his first win against him. It ain't going to mean shit, but he going to get his first 3 points. He's going to be upset. Straight up, I see Takeshita going to go against Okada because everything is being set up. Even when you look at the match that they had for the $1 million, that if it wasn't for Okada and him beefing, they might would have won the match. So it's like it makes sense for them to meet in the championship. The question is who they're going to wrestle against to get there. Because you got, who is it? Mox. He's second. So that means him and Okada might have a match. Fletcher, I ain't even going front. I thought Fletcher was going to be in the Final Four. So it's interesting how, the matches he's been having with Abby. But I'm ready to see. Hey, yo, next year going to be interesting. But Fletcher, but I'm a little surprised. I thought Fletcher would be there towards the end. And then, like I said, you got Claudio. Something tell me that Claudio's going to lose to Roger Strong. I just can't even explain why I feel like that's a match they're going to put there. So, there you go. That's what I'm seeing what's going to happen in World Scene. Now, I see that the women's tag titles will be defended real quickly against Mercedes Moné and Athena. Interesting how they set this up the way they had it set up the way it's supposed to be an eight-woman tag. And Willow takes the pin. I said, and when I looked and saw it, I said, ooh, Athena? Interesting. So, no, I don't see them losing. No. They are the inaugural champions. You can't hot potato their inaugural title. No. Then guess what? You're taking away the prestige of it, the importance of it. Your first champions need a strong reign to set the tone for your new title. So, yeah, they lost in a 8-man tag, yes, but there you go. Also, we're going to get Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander for the women's championship. That's going to be bonfire. That's going to be... I'm telling you, World's End is stacking up to be nice. Nice. So... what else I was thinking? It's more I want to talk about the women. No, this other part. I love the fact that because they also did a show on YouTube. A lot of the wrestlers from Progress Wrestling was making appearances on AEW. Did y'all notice that? Because they're over there in England. Like Coach Jim, Mark Andrews, Session Martina Moff, Nina Samuels. You feel where I'm coming from? Surprised they ain't got Rio. You know what I'm saying? And Aladon. So now let's have a real conversation. Is AEW about to buddy with Rev Pro or Progress? Because see, let me make this clear. I named off Progress wrestling talent. Some might actually work with Rev Pro, but they are Progress. They're known for Progress. Leon Slater, Progress Wrestling. Surprised that Amanda Reese ain't in TNA, so can we get him AEW? So I noticed that, all right, damn, wait a second. Life Coach Jim. Kid Life Coach and Kid Life Coach 2. Yeah. Y'all need it like this. I gotta get my, it made me think about getting my subscription back with Bad Progress. See if Spike Trevay's still around. Last I heard, I saw that Carl Noir became a heel. Yeah, that's right, people. I watch it all. I watch it all. Is it shit? I keep up with it, buddy. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. There you go. So I'm just finding that real curious. So now I think, wait a second, let me make sure, because I didn't get to see the FTR thing because of the, let's see. Let me see, because I swear that. Let me make sure, because I did say it was 3 hours and they only showed me 2, which means I have to take a quick little second. Oh, yeah, it's here, the Battle Royal. Oh, yeah, the Battle, yeah, I saw the Battle Royal. It's a Battle Royal. I love the fact that Khan, Shay, made it to the final 3. It's Bandito versus Ricochet. Let's see. All right. Let's see who won that. Cassidy won. Oh, here we go. This I wanted. Let's see. Yeah, FTR retained. All right. I just want to make sure. All right. So FTR retained. I ain't get to see that. I ain't get to see the collision portion of it. I know they got one that's coming up Saturday, so I probably catch that. But or I just go look. Anyway, the tag team division that FTR then won. I think after the Continental Classic, who is FTR going to have to their next challenger? Because I know it's not going to be the Demand. That's could what I was saying, yeah. No, it's not going to be the Demand. Could you go back to the Hurt Syndicate? Could. Of course, you got Jet Speed because they're coming out of the Continental Classic. You could have the Outrunners. So I'm curious how the next number of contenders for the tag titles is going to be chosen, or what have you. But the real big shit was the World Heavyweight title. This was a 30-minute segment, but let me tell you something. It was entertaining from the beginning. And let me tell you, it was already said that MJF was going to insert himself into this match. So, was I surprised he walked out? No. Did it matter that I know? No, it did not. He did not disappoint. Let me make this clear. From Samoa Joe all the way around the board to MJF, some of the best promo work I've seen in AEW. Actually, to me, that was one of the best segments that had no physicality whatsoever this year. Joe's arrogance and smugness. Swerve, the fact he said, God, I'm a God. I said, yes. And then, of course, my man Hangman. Yeah. But MJF, first of all, cutting, did you see the new haircut? Walking in looking like $1 million. And shut the ring down promo-wise. Spoke to why he's looking forward to meeting each and every motherfucker. He said, yes. He said, I want to cut you deep by beating you and your other two rivals. So there's no question that I'm the man. His promo just told you it's no fucking way in hell that MJF ain't coming out of there without that BBB, his triple B. One, movie-wise, he's been in movies. He just done a movie. He is the most notable, marketable wrestler in AEW. Let's keep it 100. Like him and Tony Storm. Swerve there too, but and I love Swerve, but MJF is the man. He is, if there's a Ric Flair, he's the closest thing to it. Him with the belt makes sense. And think about the art. He lost the title at World's End. He's going to regain it back, 2 years later at World's End. You saw him go through, get his ass beat, bludgeoned, called a bitch. He told him, he said, oh my God. He told me, he said, no, it begins with you, buddy. It begins with you. Hangman. You say I'm a coward. He said, he was like, you know something? He said, with me doing the movies and shit, still was digging in my head. It's like he explained why he cashed it in. And let me make this clear. Everything he said was made logical fucking sense. Made logical fucking sense. Why is that, right? Because he told Swerve, hey, you gonna sit, he said, nigga, I think you ashamed. I let you come in my house, eat my food, nigga. This my house. I gotta remind you. Sometimes you need to pop out and show a motherfucker. And then let Joe know, said, nigga, I hate you. You took my belt, bitch. This is a revenge tour. And also what you saw is next year's main event fucking picture. Being crafted like Hector Zero be doing, Being crafted. And if Will Ospreay come back, Will Ospreay MJF for the title. MJF is going to have this belt for majority of fucking 2026. Let's make this clear. And I ain't got no issue with it because even Jim Cornette gonna be like, yeah, Yeah. Just as long as they don't botch it up. No, they don't botch it up. I'm looking forward to hear him talk about, because I'm sorry, that promo, fire. Damn it. If things fall right, I might be getting that pay-per-view. Because it's a fucking site. It's doing some bullshit. They haven't sent my money. And I am so waiting on them to send my money. Where's my money? Where's my money, man? Where's my money, man? Where's my money? Where's my money, Fat House? Where's my money, Fat House? Where's my money, man? Where's my money, man? Like Stewie. But no, this is going to, I mean, I ain't even going to front. I'm glad it became a 4-way. And he came back at the right time. See? Because now, me personally, I hope this will happen next year. We get Britt Baker returning. Tony's kind of time, dog. Going to the new year. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that would be a shot in the arm for the women's division. The women's division is already hot. You bring back Britt Baker, motherfucker. Yeah. I'm just saying. So understand this. So I think World's gonna be interesting. I'm waiting to hear see what matches. I will be previewing it. Even though it's Christmas week, motherfuckers, I'm still gonna give you a premium smoke. A pro wrestling smoke. I do so many podcasts. I'm sorry. Smoke and I smoke. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I'm definitely going to preview that. And give me 1 second. Yo.
Right arms, left arms, Brazil ready. Drop 16. You ain't dealing with a Ford that. I'm a big lieutenant while you a little cadet. Come through with the sawed off, that'll blow off your sweats. Throw the niggas back just like a Mitchell and Ness. Stay around niggas that pour more diesel than Hess. I can guarantee in 150 yards or less, I can blow you straight up out of your vest. While I'm puffing a doozy, smoke so much till my eyes get woozy. Y'all niggas simple thug talk, just don't move me. Better get big and heat, I'm too large for y'all to deuce me. Better shut your mouth and stop speaking so loosely. Did y'all bitch niggas heard me? While I pop the tag on my jersey, I'ma let off and spit you up out your derby. Get brain from a chick who suck like Kirby. Old school nigga, keep my ice in a cup like Slurpee. Y'all niggas is too soft to hurt me. I'm a 4-star general, lyrical family, career criminal. Light up your house like the 4th, hit your kids where they eat their cereal. I'm at the top of my pinnacle, right on. Private, left on. Falling, position on. Parade position, right on. Private, left on. Falling, position ready. Drop 16.
And I am back. I had to go take care of something. That's all you need to know. There you go. So anyway, like I said, that's pretty much it for the week. Like I said, I don't get to watch TNA. Because I'm not subscribed to this shit. And I don't have cable. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm going to review and predict what's going to happen with World's End next week once we get more look at when, you know what I'm saying, what the matches is going to be or what have you. I see Global Wars going on with Ring of Honor. I'm just curious, will Ring of Honor ever get a TV contract? No. Oh, I forgot. The NWA Oh yeah. Thomas Lattimore will get his chance to regain the NWA World Title from Thrillbilly, Cyrus Mason. He defeated, which was funny because the little person, Biggs, was the referee. He defeated Trevor Murdoch. The NWA is biggest storyline is really Crossfire versus the Kazanas. They've been really leaning heavy into that. They actually had I think a no DQ match where the father of the McKenzie sisters, when he gets like the big Kazan, I can't think of his name, and yeah, it was interesting, and to the point that he choked out your boy and made little Kylie watch on. So I'm curious how they doing with this storyline. The storyline is supposed to be the Kazanas are right now running the NWA while Billy Corrigan is gone. So I'm just, like I said, I'm curious to see how that's been popping or what have you and everything. So, also, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with what type of title run Seismate's going to have. Because you still got the Pope, who they're setting up him versus Mims. Because he cost Mims the national heavyweight title. And then also I think the tag titles are gonna be on the line. If the Drakes is supposed to go against, I think, what they're supposed to go against? I think they're supposed to go against the tag champs. Which is gonna be it. Which is gonna be interesting because I just love Carson Drake. He tried to get his cousin to cut his hair. You might need to cut your hair. Like, no. He just looked at him like, if you touch my hair, never slap the shit out. See? But no, NWA, it's a different flavor. It's just they have decent matches that is old school feeling. You feel what I'm saying? With a kooky type vibe to it. Even to the point like the segment where the guy was in the comic book store and Timothy Evans comes in there. He says something about how she couldn't have won if it was for that big giant. And he was saying some shit. So they called that big tall girl to come over. And she comes over and guess what? She's in his face. He's like, look, I hope you understand. Don't misunderstand me what I was saying. And period. It's like not every wrestling promotion. Do you want every wrestling promotion to be the same? MLW, they got their flavor. You feel me? Because you gotta understand it's how you book. And also to make it interesting. So, it's like I just love wrestling, people. It just did. I watch it. I watch AAA. I see that I think with the Clash of the Titans, that's what it actually means in English. I don't feel like looking up what the name is or pronouncing it. But I know they stuff will be coming out. I'm definitely going to check that out or what have you and everything. So, like I said, people, if you're a fan of wrestling like me, you enjoy this podcast. Because I just don't talk about just the big boys. It's more than the big boys. It's a whole world out here of pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That is beautiful, even on the local side of things. I've been starting to watch, 5-Star Pro a little bit more. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. I watch Memphis wrestling and EPW wrestling, Mississippi. Of course, championship wrestling. The UWN was the UWN, and then I saw recently that they had, all American wrestling. I've been watching it for years. You know what I'm saying? So people, the more wrestling, the better. Hog. Come on, man. Pro Wrestling Revolver. Come on now. So anyway, before I get up out of here, you see the QR code. Please hit the QR code because that's where you can go where the conversation gets saucier. The tatas come out. The dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. I'm talking about none other than the Premium Smoke Room, our Risque Podcast Network on Loyal Fans. 5 wonderful podcasts for you to enjoy. I open up the VIP Smoke Room as well as I do it live on my profile on X. You know, we listen to a little music, see the girls do a little dance or a little thing. There you go. And you get to answer, you get to submit questions for them to answer. You feel what I'm saying? And also what's going on next, starting Christmas Eve. It's the Smoke Fest. Christmas Eve to January 1st. Special episodes coming from the Premium Smoke Room. We're going to flood you. And Christmas Day is the Christmas Day Smoke-a-thon, people. It's gonna be the new tradition, just like they do the 24-hour The Christmas Story. Yeah, that's right, people. A bunch of episodes dropping on Christmas Day. You feel what I'm saying? So you need to subscribe to see that. For my followers, I'm giving you the hot list. I'm talking about on Smoke This Over Dark. So I'm going to list the hottest ladies and gents that you need to watch out for next year in the adult film industry. You feel what I'm saying? Because that is part of, the Smoke This Over Podcast Network. You feel me? Also, I got some stuff over there where you can see my work as I give ladies the work because I'm from the sticks. You call me Big Country. You feel me? And also don't forget on Spotify, I got 2 wonderful podcasts over there as well. For the people that are not into the risque, but you just into the conversation. I'm talking about Had to Smoke on it when I give my unapologetic, unpopular opinion, thoughts, commentary about certain topics, ranging from politics to life to relationships to sexuality, whatever I feel like talking about. And the place where the men of porn have their say, uninterrupted, unedited, safe space. I'm talking about none other than Savage Smoke. As I talked to the industry's top male talents and producers, as we give you that real smoke about the industry from a male perspective. So, for you people that love that naughty candy, there's on the naughty list, you got the Premium Smoke. For the people that is in between, you had the smoke on it. So now you want some Savage Smoke. So whether on the naughty list or the good list, just subscribe to the list of the smoke that I'm giving you, people. Also, don't forget, well, what's today's day? The 23rd, which I think is next Tuesday. We take our first trip to Africa as we go to South Africa to talk to the beautiful bedroom bully 5X, people. She tells us about her life as an adult film industry star in the beautiful country of South Africa. Mm-hmm. And the following Tuesday on the 30th, we go to Nigeria to talk to Wild Lagos. Yeah, that's right. We're going to the motherland this Christmas on the flagship STO, The Smokers Lounge. You feel what I'm saying? Plus Christmas episode, and yeah, we're about to have a ball, baby. So, and please don't forget to vote for STO, The Smokers Lounge, for AVN Award for Favorite Adult Podcast. So go to avn.com /awards / and you'll see, favorite, you'll see. Just go to shit where they say vote. When you go on there, hit the thing, you'll see it, scroll up, and you'll see Adult Podcast. Look for the icon, click it twice. Tweet if you want to. Let me know that you did. Thank you. There you go. So with that being said, You know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over.